welcome, welcome. So glad to see you here tonight. We're gonna have fun. I just talked to Mumsy on the phone, and so she's gonna be coming in the panel here. She's getting her iPad or tablet, set up, and so she'll be here soon. I've got the pictures ready. I had to go dig around to find, all these pictures and put them in a folder for us. And then some of them were sideways. I had to put them straight. So everything is ready. We just need Mumsy to show up. Oh, so, okay. You're there. Okay. That's great. You're on YouTube, but you need to, on the Skype, I sent you the link to the StreamYard. So you need to go to Skype and then click on that link. And then while you're in YouTube, hey, Jessa in the house, and turn the volume on, mute your YouTube, just in case. Mumsy, if you leave your YouTube on, make sure you put it mute before you go over to Skype. Because then you're going to hear the YouTube, and I think you'll be having a heart attack trying to figure out. Yes, Jessa, we're so happy that you're here. And a lot of great photos. One time when my mom came and she stayed at Naga World, she took a picture out her window toward Choi Chung Bar. And I threw that in here too. You're going to be amazed at what it looked like back then about that area, that view, because it's totally different now. And anyway, gosh, Mumsy, come on. We're all waiting for you so that we can. Oh, Jessa says, good evening from the Kingdom of Wonder. Yes, she's here. And so while I've got you all here, we're waiting for Mumsy. Oh, here she comes. Okay, I'll let her get in, and I got a little piece of news. Okay, so yes, Mumsy, I see you. So now what you need to do is down at the bottom, there's a stop cam. So you need to click on stop cam. I can't hear you yet because I haven't put you up on the panel. But you don't want me to put you on with the camera. So you see on the bottom, kind of under your picture, there's some squares. And one of them says stop cam. I can't hear you right now because when you're in the little box, I can't hear you unless you want me to put you up on the panel for just a moment so then I can hear you. Okay, I'm gonna do that, but then for the rest of the show, okay. So, hello, but you can talk now, and I can hear you. I can help you.
Okay, I have it up there. It says you're on the show. Everyone can see you and hear you, and
Yeah, right.
I don't see any other boxes.
So you've got the big square that's us live together, right? With the peacock feathers. Okay, well, that didn't work. But okay, everybody, let me share my screen for Mumsy. Okay, so Mumsy, this is what it looks like. You see right down here, there is mute and stop cam. So you don't want to mute. You want to keep your microphone on and just stop your camera. But you've disconnected everything. See, it says device is not connected here. Oh, grandson is there. Is it Talon or something like that? Hi, Mother Earth. She's a boomer, so we got to be patient with her. Anyway, so the thing I was going to say is that we need to be praying for Bob, my friend Bob that I do crosswords with, or that I used to. It's been months since I've done crosswords with Bob. And so today I got a phone call. He is in the hospital. So he's basically, it's just severely dehydrated, and he's maybe got some kind of stomach thing going on. So if you can just keep him in your prayers, I'd appreciate it. He doesn't believe in anything, but that's all right. We can still pray for him. So Mumsy, I think you're going to need to go out completely and then click on the link again to come back in fresh. But if you see right here, this is when you come back in, this is what you want to leave. You don't want to mute. You only want to stop cam. But you have to come in with your camera. Oh no. And then Jessa says, oh no, get well soon, Bob, prayers. Thank you so much. And my son got his own place today. So you can pray for him too, that he's successful in staying in his new apartment. And it's a room. So that relieves my stress a lot if he's doing okay. That makes sense. Oh goodness. Okay, Mumsy. Okay, now she's trying to come back in. Okay. Okay, so Mumsy, you see right here, stop cam. You only want to click right here, stop cam. Oh wait, let me take that down. Okay, so see right here. Because if you click on that, stop cam, then your microphone will still be on. We want your microphone to stay on. So you have to just click stop cam. It says that you can push Control E. That's another way to do it. Control E. Control E. Okay, so I'm going to have to put you on panel again just so we can hear you.
That's fine. Just let it go that way and just let it go.
Okay. Then, well, welcome. Welcome. We love having you join us. And I've got some pictures set up of, thank you, Chalet says prayers too. I don't know if you heard that Bob's in the hospital.
Yes, I did hear that.
Okay. And
I hope he's going to do better.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's getting the attention that he needs because he doesn't like hospitals. He didn't want to go, but now he's there. So they've got an IV drip and they're getting him hydrated again. But his skin was like really flaky and everything. He's lost, he says 20 pounds. He was already skinny, So here we go. Anyway, so yeah, thank you everybody for those prayers. So Mumsy comes to Cambodia, and this was her going away. That's not me. Just in case you think that's me, no, that's my daughter Jasmine, or my mom's granddaughter. Right? She's a millennial, as we were talking last night. So there's two pictures here like that. Ta-da-da-da. And then, so this was a picture here when you were here. Here we are going to the cinema. So this is how cool the cinemas are in Cambodia. It's about $11 for a ticket to see a movie in the nice recliner chairs. Anything
And
to say
don't
about
forget,
that?
you got the food and a drink also.
Yeah, you get unlimited popcorn and unlimited soda and a welcome drink. You know, I don't get the soda, so I just get a bottle of water that's not refillable. But if you get soda, it's refillable. And you don't have to go get it. They bring it to you. You just push the button, the call button, like on an airplane, you push the call button. Yeah. And here you are at Naga World. This is one of your more recent trip, I think. Well, I'm not sure which trip. You've made a few, and they're all jumbled up together. And here we are. You brought these T-shirts. It says mother and daughter. You know, like love knows no distance, something like that. And so it has Cambodia and America on the T-shirt. And so that was a nice gift. Thank you. And there you are with James, my son James. So you guys praying for James, that's him. This was one of the early trips. So we had a barbecue at my house, and you can see this is the National Museum right there.
That was our first trip.
That was the first trip. And so, like, is this tri-tip?
Probably no, because you couldn't find tri-tip there. It's just regular steak.
She's regular steak. Okay. Yeah. They told us, the butcher told us that if we told them in advance, they would have made that cut for us, because they don't just like cut off the cow and the same day give it to you, although like Cambodian markets are like that. But this was a proper butcher, and so he hangs the meat for 7 days, you know, so to like cure it and get it so then it's more tender. And anyway, so okay, barbecue. And here we are. This is my patio at night. And just outside.
That was the party that you had.
Yeah. And so just outside these bars is where you saw this part of the patio. So the patio is kind of divided into two. You have the open part at the end, and then the inside patio that's covered, but it's still like a patio. And so so we've got Florian, we've got Tina, and I don't remember these names, but this guy worked with like the immigration and visas and stuff. And I set up a little pool. There's was it John? No. Bell, was it Tom? Tom Bell. Dated him for a while. It was okay until it wasn't. And here we are outside Snowy's bar, which is no longer. So this is the really good picture. I mean, the pictures that we have of Snowy's bar are like iconic, because not only did the he sold the bar, they dismantled it and they put it up somewhere down in Kampot, from what I've heard, and then he eventually passed away, so he is no longer with us. But he's been.
That was a really cool bar. Yeah.
There's the pictures are kind of jumbled up, so we'll get to some pictures with Snowy. This is inside the Royal Palace grounds, the grounds of the Royal Palace. And this is a really interesting little fountain that's inside. So the water that's coming out of here is supposed to be blessed. And so people, I know this picture's a little bit blurry, but it's the only one I had. So Mumsy's getting some blessed water. Look how big the leaves are on this plant. And another thing, this flower here, though, on this tree, I believe that's Ramdul, which is the national flower of Cambodia. Very lovely, Chalet says. And we love taking pictures of monkeys. And I just thought this was a really nice silhouette of the monkey. And there's another picture. This is over by near the post office in Phnom Penh. And here you guys are at Angkor Wat. It's a lovely picture of you. Any comments?
A lot of steps. It was very interesting. Too bad I couldn't walk up all those steps.
Yeah. But I took you to the secret entrance in the back. So we got you closer. So you didn't have to go because I know the secrets. So if you go from the front, it's a very long walk. But we drove right to the back. And so we were
so it was very interesting. Very interesting.
Chalet likes the monkey. Oops, wait. Oh, okay. Yeah. And so this is at Ta Prohm. Remember, Ta Prohm is the temple with all the roots?
Yes. I couldn't believe all those roots showing like that. And the tree's so tall.
Mm-hmm. And throughout Angkor Wat and all the temples, they have little statues set up where people can make donations and have prayers and stuff. Any comments?
No.
And this is we stayed at the FCC hotel and went swimming. Here's me swimming.
Well, that's in Siem Reap.
Yes. This is in Siem Reap. Because Angkor Wat is in Siem Reap. And we also went to see how they made silk. Anything about that?
That was interesting to see how it's done.
All the way from like the little silkworms, and they eat the mulberry leaves, and then they have to boil that. Well, they have to, once they have the cocoon, they boil the cocoon and to get the silk, and then they have to spin it and everything, and then they have to dye it.
Yeah, the wheels that they spin it on was interesting.
Yeah, and they show all the different steps. And
this
was
coming.
Go ahead.
No, that's David coming out of the shop, the silk shop.
No, it's the pagoda where he got
is that where he got the chili seeds?
Which I didn't know that because you're not supposed to take vegetables, any produce on your flight.
A matter of fact, we just came across those, and David is trying to grow them right now.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. And so this is outside. This is also outside the pagoda because it was, I think, Phnom Penh or something. It was one of the holidays. And so there was a lot, maybe it was Khmer New Year. I'm not sure which one. A lot of people dressed up in costumes and dancing and everything. Hey, dude, Chalet says. Did he make you coffee?
No, not yet.
Oh, you were supposed to cajole him.
I told him what you guys said, that he had to get up and make me coffee. Yeah, he said, no, I'm going to sleep. I said, okay.
Well, no, we said that you had to make him think it was his idea. We did not say tell him to make the coffee. Or at least Chalet, it was Chalet's idea. So this was interesting that the cows are just wandering around the gas station. Fill her up. Okay, so this is the view from Naga World. So Jessa, you kind of understand that, like, this little road is still here, I think, or no, this road, or maybe they just made a whole new road. There's a ferry cross, so right around here is where you get your ferry, and this is before they built Dream World, which was an amusement park. So they had an amusement park here for a long time. They built walls around this area, and but now they've taken Dream World down, and it's just kind of, they were going to build a skyscraper here, and call it 555 feet or something like that, and it would have been the tallest skyscraper in Cambodia, but it never, I don't know if it didn't get funding or what. But I think that's why they're not building anything else here right now. But anyway, and then across this would be Choi Chung War over here. And this little bit here, that's gone. They've dredged that out. That's not there anymore.
Now, did you tell them that Naga World, you keep saying Naga World. Do they know that Naga World is the casino that's there in Phnom Penh?
We can say that now because here you can see it. And so, yes, and Naga is like a serpent, a mythological dragon kind of thing. And so Naga World is the name. And so, yeah, it's a regular casino in there. It's the only casino in Phnom Penh, and any other casinos are only kind of on border towns, like, so what they do is they put them in the middle of, no man's, this is Thailand, this is Cambodia, and it's in the middle, and this, or Vietnam and Cambodia, and it's in the middle, except for Tan Sur Bokor, which is Sihanoukville. I don't have any pictures from that. I don't know where those pictures, I didn't have time to find those pictures.
That's the one that's up on top of the hill, right?
On the mountain, yeah. The ferry, yeah, Jessa says the ferry going to Arai Kasat. Yes, right here. So it goes across, it goes across that way, and it also goes across to Choi Chung War. There's two, but they both come to this spot here. Okay, and then we went and we saw Sambo. Sambo did pass away last year, I think it was. Yeah, 2023. So that was sad. I didn't get to go to the funeral. But she lived a lot of years here in Phnom Penh. She was iconic. And then she went to live in Mondulkiri at a sanctuary. But this is his Mahout. And so the Mahout stayed with Sambo. Okay, so here's another view from the room. Okay, so that's just a boat cruise. That's not a ferry. The ferry would be over here on this side. And then these houses right here, they're still there, but it's like, I noticed on the other side of the complex of these like apartment houses, it's all Chinese writing now. So I think they're using it all for Chinese housing. But yeah, all this here, no. I'm just looking at this building. They might have actually kind of filled this in a bit because Soka Hotel. Well, Soka Hotel's not even built yet, but it would be here. And this is the last time you came to visit. And you hate the cats.
Oh, yeah. He just made himself comfortable.
Yeah, that's Mango. A nice recliner. So comfortable.
I was.
Yeah, and here we are having Mexican food with James. So that was nice. It was really good food. I haven't eaten there again because I can't afford it. Like the chimichangas probably $8 or $9 or maybe $10. I had enchiladas, you know. Yeah, well, I'd say like they're like $10 to $12 for each dish here, which
It was
is not,
tasty.
yeah, and it's not a lot, right? Um, so, Jessa says, "Oh, look out! Now Phnom Penh has undergone significant changes with the rise of new buildings, crowded restaurants, increased pollution, and trash."
That's for darn sure.
Yep. And Chalet says, "Food, glorious food, la da di da da da." Okay. I had to sing it because that's what she meant. Okay, so yeah. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy for my tummy. Yeah, here you're there at Naga World. And this was around the time of Chinese New Year. And yeah, some
Oh,
little. Did you get one of these to take back?
yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay. They had some delicious pastries in here too.
Oh,
And they were
yeah.
good, actually fair prices.
Yeah.
And here you are sleeping. Here's me with the cat. Do you notice? Here's the ears of the cat. So there's one cat on me, and then here's Silky, and you're sleeping. Oh, there's another one that's on your feet here. So that's why I took this picture.
Thanks.
You're welcome. This was one. I don't know if it was it might have been your first trip because I think I insisted. Oh, let's go to the Elephant Bar at Raffles, and yeah, Chalet says fabulous.
Yeah. That was the first time because that's when you told us that's where Jackie Kennedy had gone.
Yes, Jackie
Yeah.
Kennedy had stayed there. It was after John, JFK's assassination. That
And I
a
have
few
a drink and I don't
you
drink anymore.
well, and
That's
yeah, that's
ridiculous.
like the special champagne drink, the pink champagne thing that's like her signature drink that you're having.
Right.
And I'm having the Raffles signature Era Veda drink or something, and it's in this like three-headed elephant thing. But I don't have one of those. I think I've always they'll sell them to you. Like you can pay one price just to drink, and then a higher price to keep the cup, or I don't know. It's not glass; it's ceramic, but whatever. I don't have one, but we have our coffee cups now, the elephant
Yes.
coffee cup.
Yes, we do.
And so this is another view. There's David, another view of the bar. So this is, Raffles has been around probably since the 20s, the 1920s. We're in the 20s now again. The 1920s. And so it does kind of have that tropical, um, old world feel to it. There's my little pool, and that's the Royal Palace. So this is where I used to live for 8 years. I lived in this house for 8 years. Love that house. There's David, another shot of David doing the barbecue. You can see the National Museum here. Oh, you gave me these little, I don't know whatever happened to these the light up garden things. And so this is on the balcony of Snowy's. You can see it's painted blue. That's Snowy's. There you are again. That's Snowy. There's David, Mumsy. You can see all these bells. So everything's painted blue. So it's kind of dark in there. So it, he's got these colored lights, it's just so amazing. And all these bells are like all over the whole ceiling. Any comments, Mumsy?
No, it's an interesting place.
There we are. So see that, I mean, he's no longer with us. So this is, I was thinking when I should frame this picture.
Yep.
And put it on my wall. Okay, so all the pictures that I showed you last week during ceremonies, being inside the throne hall, and we were saying that the tourists cannot go inside. You can only take pictures from the window. So this is the steps on the outside of the throne hall as tourists. And beautiful orchids. I mean, the grounds are quite large. There's all different areas. It was one of the kings in a stupa. I don't know which king. You're laughing and smiling there. That's nice. Chalet says it's pretty. And then this is like, there's a statue of a king on a horse. I don't know which one. Here's David taking a picture of a monkey. There's a monkey on the wall here. Again, this is over by the post office, which is by Wat Phnom. And there's no sound on this, but there was a little bit of video, so I thought, okay, I'll throw it in here. So those are the fishing boats. Trying to see what's on the edge, which side, if we're on the Tonle Sap or the Mekong. Okay, grass. It's about halfway through, so is there something else? Oh, skies. So we are on Choi Chung Bar looking over across at, okay, so we're right there. Okay, we're at Snowy's bar. There you, and that's main Phnom Penh on the other side. So this is the Tonle Sap River. Oh, I'm getting the flow of the water is flowing backwards. You were there when the water was flowing backwards. That's what this is. You see that this is the opposite direction of the sea. And we don't know how much longer that's going to last. So twice a year, it reverses direction. Half the year, it's going toward the ocean like rivers normally do. And the other half of the year, it goes backwards and fills up a big lake called the Tonle Sap. Any comments, Mom?
No.
Okay. So I wish we had sound. I don't know why it didn't record the sound, but you can definitely see how animated Snowy is, always telling stories. He's quite the storyteller. Yeah. You can see the bells.
He was a very interesting man to listen to. Yeah.
Yeah, he was from Australia originally. He came during the UNTAC days as one of the soldiers, I believe, which would have been in the 90s, early 90s. And he fell in love with Cambodia. And I don't know if he came back or if he never left, but he definitely made his home here in Cambodia. And there's a picture. You guys are laughing. I like the looks on your faces as he's telling his stories. Back to Angkor Wat.
Yep.
You look like you're getting tired there. It looks like you have David's ID on. Doesn't that look like David's picture? Yes.
Yeah.
That's funny. There you guys are, one of the temples. in Angkor Wat. It's quite a large complex. And then you had told me that you wanted to see the bas reliefs, and this is a whole wall that tells a story, in sculptured bas relief.
And the steps going from one section to another section were so high that it's unbelievable. It's
You
to
can
stop
kind
the
of
rains and stuff like that.
maybe, yeah, something to do with the structure. But yeah, so you have to step up and then step down. For every little section, you're going up, down, up, down, up, down. Oh, it's very tiring. And so here's a picture of you with some. You can see some of the carving. Here you are at top Rome. More bas reliefs. The carvings were everywhere.
What amazes me is that they had the technology to do those things that many years ago, and it's still
Mhm.
standing. That
Yeah.
to me was just remarkable.
Yeah. Whoops. There you go. And there's the oh, I threw this one in because that's what I see all the time. He's looking like that at me. Marianne, what are you doing? Man. But there's the smiling picture. But I thought I'd throw in that other one.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
welcome.
that's the roots.
Yeah. And there, I mean, you see how they're growing through the rocks up here. A lot of them have fallen down. There's David. I think this is the same area where previously, when I was showing my Cambodia temple pictures, there was one that I had like adjusted the color to kind of make it pop out more like what the eyes actually see, because it looks kind of faded in our photographs. And I think this is that same spot that I had taken that picture. Here you are at Bayon. All the faces, see all the faces everywhere. There's a profile, there's a face. So this is Bayon, is the temple of all the faces. I tried to make them all straight. Getting the doorway picture thing is like a thing, in that framing.
Yep.
You got to watch where you're stepping. Obviously, you can see how uneven all the stones are. This is Bayon, though, I can tell. There you are. That's a nice smile. And then they had this, like, there's this hot air balloon, but it's tethered to the ground. And so it goes up and then it brings you back down. So you get the aerial view. And I was like, Mom, you really need to do this, because I could never afford to do it, right? So then we go up on it, and I'm like kind of like freaking out. I'm like having a panic attack. And I was like, oh my God, what did I do? Why did I tell her to do this? There's me.
You look so young.
I know. What happened? Hey. It's only like 15 years ago. It's the hair. That's what it is. It's the hair. I don't have my bangs anymore. Whatever. And so this is the view. So you can see Angkor Wat. So normally people would walk from, let's see, here's the moat. I think from this moat here is where and you walk across this bridge, and then you go through here, and you go through that one, and you're still not there, and then you go through, and then you go through another thing, and you're still not there. I mean, it's so far that you're walking, and but we went around the back on the other side, and we crossed the moat in the back, which is secret. This now we have sound because this is from my camera. I mean, like my phone, from my smartphone. This is when Mumsy came the last time. This is her plane landing. Oh, and because security is the same here as it is anywhere else, and I had to get a special pass to be able to get to the gate to meet her at the gate. But of course, I was able to get that. So since I was there, I was taking a picture of her plane. Okay, all right.
I'm taking video of you taking video. Interested in seeing all the tuk-tuks and the motorcycles.
So here you guys can see some interesting traffic stuff.
Hey, watch it. You're going to give me a YouTube strike. Say hello. Hello. Mm-hmm. We're on our way home. And the cars, the motos go through between the cars. Very cloudy. Like this is the Mumsy River.
It was nice that they had that one section for the motos and stuff to go on, even though everybody seemed to go there.
We're both talking.
Everyone's stuck behind, so now we'll see everybody. Someone walking.
And I couldn't believe how they would have so many family members on one moto. You know, like they would have 5 people on one of those little things.
The guy's talking on the phone. Oh.
Yeah, that's typical in Cambodia, driving nuts. Especially they're on a bridge, passing water.
And that's going over the bridge to where you live.
Narrow,
yeah.
Never pass anyone.
The tuk-tuks are going faster than the way we are.
And a bicycle.
That's rare.
They aren't supposed to be on there.
It's supposed to only be for motorcycles.
One of the sand dredging boats. It's empty, so it's going back to get more sand. But when they're full, oh my goodness, it's like it's gonna sink. Well, that was a fun thing. There's a woman dragging that out. Yeah. Oh yeah, that doesn't happen so often. Yeah. There's a few, but not so many. You got 2 lanes for cars, and as you can see, just saw anyway, there's like a motorcycle that went down the middle between the 2 cars. That's frequent. Oh, look at all the motorcycles that kind of connect to the top.
This bridge used to be the only bridge.
Because as you can see, that side's usually going like that, where this side is all stuck.
So they built a second bridge. So now one bridge goes one way, the other bridge goes the other way. But back when it was Snowy's bar was there, it was only one bridge for both directions.
And it was only 2 lanes too, wasn't it, before?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it still is 2 lanes, but now they're going the same direction. No, they always had like the little sides up for the motos.
Scoopy? Yeah, the white ones are Scoopy. Yeah, they are kind of expensive. And then you've got Zoomers.
Yeah, there is a motorcycle called a Zoomer or scooter. Mom hates it when I call them motorcycles.
Next is kind of a middle range. Honda Dream is like the workhorse.
That's a stick shift. Well, not stick shift, but the clutch.
That's like a cheaper version of my Suzuki address. Oh, we're at 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. We'll see if there's a zoomer and then we'll close it out.
I didn't realize this was so long.
Eh.
A carnival ride type amusement park. I have 2 videos previously made in the Real Cambodia playlist. So
And people still watch them.
There's a zoomer. Yeah, so you can see that. All right. Say bye, Mom. Bye. See you later.
All righty, what's next?
Hello.
The airport.
That's my son and my mom. And so
This is when I was leaving.
come in.
Yes.
They're going to drop you off over here because along here you see there's a rail. So you can't drop off right in front of the door. You could get dropped off after the door or before the door. And so expect to find lots of people. Actually, right now there's no crowd, but sometimes this whole area is just full of friends and family saying goodbye before the passenger goes inside.
Any comments before we go on?
No, it was just a sad moment saying goodbye.
Yeah, because you keep saying it's the last time you're going to come over.
That's correct.
Alrighty, look at that beautiful map. Look at that. Oh, yeah, you can see that. Beautiful map. Mom's first in line for the business class, getting ready to board. Okay, love you. Love you too. Bye. Thank you.
And that's it. That's the last one. So there we go. 48 minutes in the show tonight.
Wow. It took up almost all your time.
Well, it's supposed to. That's the point. So, any
that
final
one
thoughts?
that one picture in the very front or the very beginning of your thing of the sunset and everything else, I think that was at that last hotel that I stayed at.
Yeah, maybe.
The time before,
Mhm.
I came this last time because that was a really nice hotel and had a nice view of the ocean. That was nice. I shouldn't say ocean, the river.
Mhm. Let me see. There you go. This one.
That one.
Good memories, she said.
Yeah. It was good memories.
Mm-hmm.
A flashback to all the good times.
Yeah. And we didn't even have the time that we went down to like Kampot and Cap and Bokor Mountain and stayed at the beach resort.
Oh, David loved that beach resort. That was nice.
Yeah.
The little bungalows that they gave you and everything else.
Yeah,
They
that
were
was
so
nice.
super neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. David said if he ever went back, he'd want to go back there again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the food was good. They were super friendly. Everything was clean. Everything with the design was really nice. Yeah.
What David was surprised about is that was used to be a prison camp.
Oh, someone had told him the story about that. I guess.
Yeah.
Or the Khmer Rouge had used it during their time, I think.
Right.
But
and then
everything they did.
Yeah, and then they converted it into the resort. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and Kep is known for the crab market. Not big crabs, but like they're little crabs, but they're fresh and stuff.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Okay.
Good memories.
Nothing else?
Oh, you're the one that's doing the show.
All right. But you're the guest. You're the special guest. And
No?
yeah, so you just need to stay healthy and um, get save up for the business class so that you can come visit me again.
Well, the thing is that you can come this way too and visit. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well,
it's, it, it,
tell Bob that I hope he feels better and he gets out of the hospital soon.
I will.
I'm sorry to
They,
hear that he's
they said
there.
5 days.
What?
5 days.
He's been there for 5 days, or he's got to
No,
stay for 5?
he went in today, and he's got to stay for 5 days.
Wow.
And oh, just so anyone knows, just in general, the hospitals they give you the bed, and that's it. There's nothing else. So people have to bring you food. They have to bring you any toiletries, soap, towels, um, you know, cups. You got a bed and a little nightstand table. And so I brought him a cup. I brought him a carton of orange juice. I brought him some soup and a spoon. And I told him, I said, when you're done, rinse this out because tomorrow I'm going to go get some chicken and make some chicken soup. And I'll put it in a thermos, like a big thermos. So he'll have a couple of meals worth. So then he can, the plastic container that I gave him the soup in today, he can use that as a bowl. And then for the soup that I make for tomorrow. And I got him like a little snack thing, and I got him like a cup of noodles in a cup, in a cup kind, because sometimes they're just in the package, right? No, I got him the cup of noodles in the cup so that somewhere he can probably get some hot water for it. At least so, yeah. And I said, if you don't use it, that's fine, but as a backup, you got something. And I took him hand soap and tissues. So
What a
he
nice
wants.
friend you are.
I know, and you know what he said? He said the doctors were either his landlord had like gone to his house for something, like for some repairs or something, and saw him and said, "No, you're going to the hospital," and took him to the hospital. And so either the doctor or his landlord was saying, "Well, can I call someone for you, one of your friends?" He goes, "I only have one friend." Me.
Oh, how sweet. Yeah,
Yeah. So
that's good.
he doesn't have anyone else to bring him food. They don't give you food in a hospital. It's just the bed and the
Well,
IV. We've got the IV for the
well,
because he's dehydrated.
you should get a hold of those people. I forgot what their names was. From Australia that had that restaurant that you always went and played crosswords at.
Yeah, at Happy Dumbrai. I was thinking about that too. Sean and Queenie and their son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just
And
let them know, and he can have a couple of visitors.
yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I'll let. It's 10 o'clock at night here now, but tomorrow I'll let them know.
Yeah. I'm sure he would appreciate having someone come
Yeah.
visit him.
They would totally want to come visit.
Yeah. So, well, tell him my thoughts are with him and my prayers, and I hope he has a speedy recovery. And I hope he doesn't let himself get that bad again.
I know. I'm gonna bring him some lotion for his skin too, because his skin just got completely dried out. I mean, I've never seen skin this dry. It's like,
well, dehydrated. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're talking like 4 months. 4 months of
well, if he had been
dehydration.
throwing up and stuff like that, that takes all that dehydration out of you too.
Yeah.
So hopefully they find out what was causing him to be that way.
Yes, they have to. they have to. They said maybe there's a bacteria or something, but you know, I don't want to like discuss someone else's medical stuff, you know.
Hey, he's at the right place. They'll resolve it and everything else, and he's just got to have a speedy recovery.
Spunky, Spunky Monkey, come here, say goodbye. Come here. It's the Spunky. Look, it's the Spunky Monkey. Hello, Spunky. Say hello to everyone. Say hello.
Hello,
Yes.
Spunky. Okay, since
Okay. It's a Spunky Monkey. That's Spunky. Go ahead.
okay, so that's it.
That's it.
Well, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I send my hugs to everyone.
Yep. Chalet says meow. Yep. And so you guys know that I love you, and love transcends time and space. So wherever and whenever you are watching, I love you. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already.
Thumbs up.
Yay.
Bye.
Okay, bye everyone. Have a good weekend.
Bye.